Hello, Capricorn. It's Fawn and Fire Intuitive, and I'm doing November 2018 general and love reading. So I'm going to start out with the general reading and then go on to the love reading at the end. So you can fast forward if you want to, although I do recommend watching the whole thing because they tend to tie together. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If this does not resonate with you, please check out my videos for your moon, rising, or Venus sign, or you can contact me in the box below for a personal reading. Also, please follow me on Instagram if you're on there. I'd love to connect with you guys. It's Fawn and Fire Intuitive, or search Fawn and Fire. So we're going to look into the best case scenario for November and the worst case scenario, okay? And the energetic blocks that would keep you from your best case scenario. I did pull oracle cards before starting the video, just to save on shuffling time because these videos are getting pretty long. But we have protection, call back your power, cut the cord, and soul retrieval. Okay, so it seems like you've been kind of giving parts of yourself away. You might have some connections that are really draining you. You might feel tired, worn down, kind of getting emotions that you don't know where they're coming from. Like all of a sudden you're just angry. And then we have Keeper of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Okay, so this can mean a number of things. One, you could be kind of getting some signs, getting some feelings, maybe even feeling people around you, you know, that have passed on. But the first thing I thought when I saw this card was, with this cord cutting, getting grounded, you know, getting back out into nature, you know, standing firm out in nature and getting grounded, getting your energy, calling it back, getting solid. You could be really up in your head. Maybe you've gone through a breakup, a separation. And a lot of times when that happens, we're thinking so much. We're thinking about the past. We're thinking about the future. We're thinking about them. We can get very connected to their emotions in a situation like that because we're thinking about them so much. So we actually kind of lose ourselves. We don't even realize half the things we're feeling are somebody else's emotions. And that one of the ways you can tell that is you start kind of acting not characteristic for yourself. Like you were doing pretty good and you thought you were going to get on your feet and all of a sudden you're really angry all the time. Or, but, you know, calling your own energy back, getting back to that place where you stand firm on your own feet. Some of you, this could just be, you know, you hooked up with somebody and you're just not feeling right, or there's been disappointment in what some area, or you're just worn down energetically, and it's time to kind of protect your energy. I know for me, like Epsom salt baths, and even just in the shower, you know, kind of letting the negative energy go down the drain and imagining the water as, you know, pure white light energy, just filling you, strengthening you, covering you, protecting you. So much of it is just setting intention that, you know, you want your energy back. You want to be strong again. You believe you can be, not accepting just feeling drained or feeling like something's not right, feeling like a part of you is with another person and you can't be okay without them. Or all right, let me pull the cards and stop talking. Okay, Capricorn, November 2018, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Best case scenario and worst case scenario. Okay, bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so, you know, I mentioned, you know, some of you may be feeling tired, but that season is in the past. So it's important to kind of like call your energy back from that, to kind of cut the cord, let the past be the past, and move forward. That's the good news, is you can be moving forward. It's your choice if you want to let that season end or not. Interesting. Okay. It's kind of weird. Yours seems a little backwards. So, but we have, for your best case scenario, the Artist in reverse, the Well in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Your best case scenario is that something you really wanted. It could have been a relationship, could have been a job, it could have been a project, something. Because of this Ten of Wands in reverse, it's something you've put a lot into, something you've carried for a while, and it didn't work out, and that's good. For some reason, that's a good thing, because the Artist in reverse is actually manipulative. They're not creating art. They're kind of creating destruction. And then we have the Well in reverse. So, it's like you probably were trying to build something that you thought would be very satisfying and very deep, and it hasn't worked out. The well is dry. It hasn't worked out. Two of Wands. Um, you at one point you were looking, out at the landscape of your life, and you're like, this is what I want. This is what it's supposed to look like, and it didn't happen. And you kind of feel like you're at the bottom, but you're actually still at the top. This happened for a reason, and I'm going to pull another card on that. This happened for a reason. Yeah, something in it was out of balance, okay? You could have been, you were trying to carry too much and you ended up dropping some balls, but something here was out of balance. Your best case scenario is that you don't allow it to affect you and your energy and who you are as a person, because you still are able to create things, okay? You're still manifesting. You still have everything you need to create maybe what you originally saw, or maybe something even better, okay? But the reason there was a delay, the reason things aren't coming together right now, that's in your best interest. And it could be because you need to get back in your own power. Maybe you've been giving just way too much of your power away, especially if it's like a relationship, a twin flame, a soulmate that you're wanting back. You have the Eight of Cups, walking away from like whatever's been draining you emotionally, whatever cups aren't serving you, and going in search of what does serve you, going back in search of yourself, okay? And then we have the Seven of Wands. And, right now, it could be hard on your self-esteem. If people saw you fail, if people are questioning your decision-making ability now, if you're questioning your own decision-making ability because you're like, no, I knew that this project or this job or this decision or this person was the one and it didn't work out, you could be like, okay, well, all this is a joke. So now you're very on guard. You're not trusting your own intuition. But, you have signs around you. You have ancestors around you, spirit around you wanting to guide you. You have the ability to be protected, and you need to call back your own power from, people who have been draining you. Yeah, some of you, I was just thinking, I'm like, I think some of them were in a toxic relationship, and Emperor in reverse fell to the floor. So some of you were definitely dealing with a narcissist, okay? And maybe you were dealing with them for a long time because, the Artist, that can represent a life's work. The Well, it goes deep. It goes back a long time. You probably did everything you could, and you might feel totally out of balance. You might feel destroyed, especially like when a narcissist leaves, they often leave a trail of just destruction behind them. They talk about you to people. They slander you. They take your belongings. You're left completely broken down. But, this should not manifest you walking away from your dreams, what serves you. It should not put you in a place where you feel like you can't trust anymore. For some of you, something didn't work out and you've actually been spared from a narcissist, okay? And your worst case scenario would be to keep trying to get that back because you need a fix, because you want like public victory and you just want that emotional satisfaction. All right, let's move on to love for Capricorn. We're going to see best and worst case scenario for love, Capricorn. November 2018. We have unrequited love. Okay. So this is, some of you might right now, there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Some of you may have lost a relationship, and you maybe have put everything you could into it, and the timing's just not now. As the cards were saying before, you're being protected from something, but others of you, you just keep doubting yourself. You just keep saying like 1 minute you're like, yeah, I can do this. But the reality is, like, when you look in the mirror, you don't see yourself as good enough for love. You don't have enough self-love to get the relationship that you're really wanting, or to have the relationship be as fulfilling as you're wanting it to be. We're going to figure out best case and worst case scenario here. Give me 2 cards for best case scenario. We have 4 of Wands in reverse in your best case scenario. And the Tower in reverse. Okay, so yeah, I feel like it's important to recognize that nothing's as good as it seems, and nothing is as bad as it seems, okay? So it's like, your best case scenario is to stop allowing the outside influences, like everything you see, you're assigning these deep definitions to it. Like, if something bad happens, everything's terrible. If something good happens, it's like, okay, we're getting married, or everything's going to be perfect now. And we have Justice. Yeah, getting balance, okay? Let's pull a few more, because I don't see any signs or anything that you could be dealing with. Scorpio, Libra. We have the Hanged Man. Pisces. Yeah, on both readings, it's like you are in a holding place for a reason, okay? For a reason. And I think it's because the universe is trying to give you time to get to where you want to be, so that you actually get what you want. And if you're not solid in your own energy, knowing what you want, you're not a beggar. And then you're not above anybody else. There's this like duality of like, going after power, and then and this could be you or the other person, and then if it's not enough, then everything is terrible. It's like super black and white, and not getting to that place of balance. And it's like, things might be moving slow for a reason, so that you kind of recognize your own power, get your energy back. So yeah, then we have the Star, Aquarius, so that you can get what you ultimately want. It's like the universe having mercy on you. There are delays, there are stalls, because there's things that you need to deal with, so that you can ultimately get what you want and what you've been trying to manifest. All right, worst case scenario. This Star card is so beautiful. What you want is on the way. It's still in the distance, all right? And the seems like the message is keeping your energy balanced. Because right now it's going back from, yeah, everything's going to be fine. Yes, whatever. Like claiming it, like super excited, feeling it, knowing it's going to happen, knowing everything's great. Or, when something's going good with your partner, feeling amazing. And then when you don't hear from them, feeling terrible and everything's awful and you suck and they suck. And, so keeping that energy balanced. Knight of Swords. So again, air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra for worst case scenario. Rushing ahead. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Either rushing ahead when you're not secure in yourself, or rushing ahead and ignoring other things that you have to take care of, thinking that someone's going to come rescue you when you're not in a good place, which is the one I got chills on. So some of you, because you are at this place where you're not feeling good about yourself, that's why your emotions are all over the place. When you hear from the person you care about, then you feel good about yourself. When you don't, then you don't. The Moon, Pisces, Four of Cups. Yeah, there seems to be like a need to kind of stop thinking that's something outside of yourself. Stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Stop just like daydreaming about what's missing and actually pay attention to what is there. You have some very fruitful things right around you, okay? And it seems like if you don't, the truth is coming in pretty quick about what isn't being handled. And then with the Moon here, you could be getting the truth about some secrets, but to me, I feel like it's like trying to get your thoughts back in a place of grounding and reality. Yeah, Temperance is out of balance, okay? Temperance in reverse. So definitely there's a delay. This unrequited love, it's not that it's unrequited. It's that right now your emotions are so up and down about it that because you feel like you put so much into it and you really want it, which is totally understandable. But there's some, and this could be you or the other person, but there's some work that needs to be done to avoid just getting completely out of balance. Because then when Temperance is in reverse, when she's in the upright, this is opposites attracting. It doesn't, not enough attraction or chemistry. No, this is like impossible situations working out. This is, she is 1 foot on earth, 1 foot in water. She is hovering over fire, suspended in air. She is all of the elements coming together. Now, if it's in reverse, then your emotions are drowning you. Your thoughts are, weighing you down rather than uplifting you. The fire is burning you. The earth is, becomes a prison and something you just want to escape from when Temperance is out of balance. All right. So much love and light to you guys. This was a heavy reading. I think it's only going to relate to some people, but I hope it's encouraging to you. Please comment below and let me know if it resonated. Again, you can contact me for a personal reading. My email's in the box below. Check me out on Instagram. I'll talk to you guys very soon. So much love and light to you. Bye.